Last time out, I got myself the Night is Not face guard, allowing me to 3 down my high invocation Tombs of Amascut raids. Also picked up 96 prayer, maximizing prayer restoration from potions. Now it's time to take these upgrades into the tombs and get some purples. Now that I have 96 prayer, I want to jump back into the tombs and get something new. Last time we left it off, I had a total of 9 purples with 2 wards, 2 masks, 2 light bearers, and 3 fangs. I really want something new because getting a Waswere body or chaps would be absolutely huge for the Inferno attempts, and well, the Shadow is another mega rare that would quote unquote unlock chambers for me. The face guard is basically +1 max hit on everything that I melee. So Baba, Kefri, 1/3 of Akka, and the Obelisk, so about 2% more DPS. There are multiple invocations that I can do and that I'm going to experiment with throughout this video, but my starting point and framework is going to be the 375 invocation. I'll leave an image copy of these invocations in the description, but basically these are the invocations that you're probably used to seeing for these bosses. At this high of an invocation, every 5 invocation can have a pretty significant drop chance impact, so I'm super motivated to push this higher all the way up to 400. There are 3 main changes I'm looking at right now. First off is pushing it up to 390 by adding Path Seeker. This increases all the boss levels by 1, making the demi-bosses the harder part of the raid, but I can still avoid level 4 in any of the bosses, so this shouldn't really impact how I kill any of them, just more HP for them and more damage taken by me. I can also push it even farther up to 395 by using the next path invocation, Pathfinder. This makes the demi-bosses considerably more difficult and guarantees that I'll have 1 level 4 boss each raid. I want to avoid both level 4 Baba and level 4 Zabak, as in a level 4 Baba I cannot one-shot the boulders, and level 4 Zabak is such a difficulty ramp up from level 3 that it's just not worth it. This would normally make the invocation up to 415, but to make things easier on myself, I turned off deadly prayers, meaning I have a lot more prayer to use on more yellow Kerases to get my HP back up from the extra damage from the higher levels. The final option I'll be investigating is 400 flat. Essentially, it's the 390 setup that I talked about before, but with the time invocation turned on. This gives higher invocation, but the downside is that for me to consistently make the 40-minute timer, I cannot skull skip. Still slightly higher chance, but not as good as a skull skip 400, and there's potential failure of time dropping the invo down to 380. Overall, I'd say find your comfort zone between 375 to 415 and send what works best for you.
Alright, the first raid with the Night is Not Helm. It is a purple. It was about an 8.2% chance. I've realized that when I was doing the 4 downs that the calculator was actually calculating the 4th down as well. So it said 9%, but it was really this 8.2%. So we're hoping for the Shadow, we're hoping for the Waswere body, we're hoping for the Waswere legs, but I know it's going to be a Fang or a Light Bearer. That's just how the game works. And it's a Fang. Woo! That is Fang number 4. Yay. It takes me 200 kills to get a yellow gem. 200 raids. Basically, I got it exactly on 200. And then I get it, like, what is this? This is like, it's like 20 raids later, but still. I'm at 222, so 200 raids, get it, with insane amount of bad luck mitigation built into it. Now I get a second yellow gem when there is no bad luck mitigation, 22 kills later. This game's a joke sometimes. Been duoing a bit with my friend Nubel. It's slightly less personal purple chance per raid, but the chance of wiping is basically non-existent as we're both good enough to finish any boss if the other dies, at least the majority of the time. My oh my, is that a good common drop. 13 Torosal Seeds, 13 Snapdragon Seeds, and 6 helmets that can alch for 360k. Not too shabby. I'll take that every single time. I haven't done much TOA so far, but my seed stack is growing. If we look at my farming bank tag, I have between 70 to 100-ish of each of the 4 TOA seeds, and these stacks will continue to grow as I do more and more kills. It's just insane how many you get from here. Yeah, I decided to. It was only like 15 seconds. I want you to see the purple. Oh shit, it is. All right, raid number 191, purple number 11. Let's hope for the best here. Again, want the shadow or a piece of Masori. Funnily enough, I was waiting for a friend to see me get this purple. Walked in expecting to get a white chest, and it was a purple. So let's loot it. Hope for the best. Come on, give me a new purple. Give me something good. I want to see a clan broadcast and that collection log go up. And it is an Eladinus ward. That is my third ward. Yikes. Yikes. Wow. That sucks.
That is the end of a long day of Toa. This was my 9th solo, which I think is the most solos I've done in a single day since I got the Fang and pushed the invocation up to expert modes. I really am liking these 390 so far. The extra level isn't too bad, and I got a nice drop today to cap it off at the end. I'm up to 199 expert mode kills, and for my 200th run, I want to do something a little bit special and go for a combat achievement. I do want to get the Master CAs at some point, so I should start knocking him out when I have motivation. And today we're going to do Fancy Feet, which is basically a melee only phase 3 and 4 at ward. Invocation wise, I lowered it down to a 300 because that's all it needs. I have no time invocation and no death invocation on, so if I make a mistake and die, I can just keep sending it over and over again until I run out of supplies or motivation.
I did it, but I didn't get the CA. Did the Thrall invalidate it? Oh, the Thrall invalidated it. That's dumb. It's a melee Thrall. Anyway, I could do that again. It's really easy. But that is 200 kills at Tombs of Amascut expert mode. I have 3 wards, 2 mass, 2 light bears, and 4 fangs. Now I'm angry, and I'm gonna go get this CA for real this time. Okay, if it doesn't count this one, I have no idea what I did wrong. They need to be completed in a group of 2. Well, my reading comprehension sucks. Defeat the wardens in a group of 2 or more. I wish I had read that, wasted an hour, but at least I learned how to do melee for all of the final phase, and I can do that and get that CA whenever I get a duo partner.
I was running low on Blood Fury charges and just popped over to the Vires to get another 2. There are 2 main ways of getting them. You can either kill Vires for a 1 in 1500 drop. That is full AFK, but it's about 25 hours to hit drop rate. Or you can pickpocket these Vires for a 1 in 5000 chance of getting 2. With fails, it takes about 7 hours to hit the drop rate for the Blood Fury shards, which is much faster than by killing. And you get 2 of them, so as long as I don't have a ton of AFK time, I'll be pickpocketing for my Blood Furies. It's about 8 times more efficient. Added both of them into the Fury, and now I got 24,000 and change charges left. Well, that's a weird common rule. Looks like I got 3 items with the same weighting, 123 of each of them. Interesting. Well, that's enough 390 for now. Let's try out some 395s. As mentioned earlier, I turned on the level 2 path invocation and turned off deadly prayers. The downside here is that I have to do a level 4 Baba, which makes the boulders have 32 HP, and because I don't have full Masori or access to infinite dragon darts, I'm unable to one-shot the boulders. Not a big deal, but it's really going to slow down Baba and also make it much harder. Hope it goes well and the extra drop chance is worth it. The raid is done and I got to 9.34%, which is about 0.5% to 1% higher than the 390s I was doing before. I'm not sure if it's worth it due to how much harder the raid is up until Wardens, but I'm going to do a bunch of them and see if it feels right. 98 woodcutting. Now that I have 99 mining, I've moved my AFK time to chopping down some redwoods. 1 level to go. I'll get that passively. And that will be 25 kills since my last purple, if it's white. And we all know that the chest is going to be white. Yep, white. 25 dry. Drop rates right now are about a 1 in 11, maybe 1 in 12 with some of the earlier raids I was doing with all the various invocations, but definitely over 2 times dry. Hopefully the dry streak ends soon.
Okay, let's go. It's been, 27, 26 raids? It's one of those 2 numbers since I got a purple, and now I got a purple, so let's see what it is. Still looking for those 2 pieces of Masori or the Shadow. 5 out of 24. I would be so happy. So happy if I pulled the Shadow right here. And I pulled another Fang. There is my first ever 400 solo at the Tombs of Amascut. I decided to go back to my old 390 setup, put on the 40-minute timer, and then instead of doing the skull skip on the wall here with the marked tiles, I just did the skulls normally, and that saved enough time to get under 40 minutes comfortably. This was a fast raid, but I think I can get 38, 39 most raids, almost every raid. But this should go up to 9% when I get here, which is super nice. As long as it's above 9%, I'm happy. Under 10,000 Zulrah scales left. Guess I'm going back to Zulrah pretty soon. There is kill count 250. Am I going to get lucky? No, I am not. I am now 32 Toas dry, and most of them, this is the lowest my point total can get, pretty much, at 7.87%. And what I actually did is I went and I inputted every single point, because the game takes a screenshot every time I loot the chest here. And of course, I get a bonus red gem. Every time I click on the chest, it gives me a screenshot of the point total. So I went ahead, put it all into a spreadsheet, tabulated it up, and currently my expected purples are 18.41, and I only have 12 of them. And when I look at my 12 purples, the distribution of them sucks. I got 2 light bearers, 5 fangs, 3 wards, and 2 mass. You would expect at my purple count, which is really bad at 12, to have either full Masori completed or a shadow. And you would expect at my kill count and my invocations that I would have 18.4 purples. So I'm getting screwed both ways, but I am determined I'm going to get one more purple before ending the video, no matter how many kills it takes. I'm going to go in, I'm going to Void Waker twice, it's going to immediately swap to range, and then I'm going to Blood Fury max it. Yo, it swapped to range, holy shit. Blood Fury max it, head of 41. Oh, it finally happened. 42 raids dry. I got myself another purple. And, yeah, I think this is going to be it for me at Toa. Maybe I'll do one more for the back-to-back, just to see if I can eventually pull that off. But this is purple number 13. All right, I'm going to walk away from the screen. Let's see what happens. Back. Get something. Oh, I got a light bear. Wow, that was definitely not worth it. Oh, that's depressing. Alrighty, let's see if we get the back-to-back. Unfortunately, missed time by 4 seconds. I had to 4 down P2 because I made a mistake, but the moment of truth, am I going to get 2 purples in 2 kills? No. Didn't expect that. Only an 8% chance. But that is going to be the last Toa killed for this video. I'll probably continue to do some kills in the next couple of videos, but I don't think they will be the main focus, as I want to get a certain cape upgrade very soon. Don't worry, I won't max before getting that upgrade. While there are a lot of good comments from Toa, these were the comments that I wanted to highlight the most. It supplied me with an ample amount of hard food between raw sharks and manta rays, enough herb seeds that I don't know if I'll ever run out of potions, and these aren't even all the herb seeds I've gotten from Toa, as I've farmed most of them. The real numbers are double or triple these stacks. Also, 9,000 dragon darts. Hopefully that lasts me long enough to get the Inferno done and the Master Combat achievements. And the blood essences are essentially free blood runes for my scythe, so that's 68,000 blood runes, that's 68,000 blood runes I don't need to buy. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please, please, for me, pray to RNGesus for my Toa luck to turn around. Have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one.